It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' speedy running back. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Eagles, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. Dixon complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Back to throw. Wilcox. He finds his man. Complete. That's ball. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Completes it to Dixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a give right side. Harrell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd and 6. The tight end in motion right. 2nd and 6. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's ball. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Back to throw. Wilcox
able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And a minimum gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
72 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw. Caught on the slant. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on set. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before break. Wilcox.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check it.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raiders offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Payne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Dixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a yard. Up the middle they go. Jenkins trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here now, third and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jenkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Wilcox. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ball. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And his throw is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Payne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll look to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.